Welcome, listeners, to another episode of Behind the Frames with a couple of jobless weebs. My name's Vic from the Anime Weeb. I'm your host, and I am back with my co-host, Nick.
Yo, what's
Nick,
up?
introduce yourself.
I'm just a random guy doing random. So, what about you guys?
You're random dude.
Huh?
So for today's episode, we got an old friend of ours. Last episode, our guest, ubnubmaster. Say hello.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me back.
And a new guest. You might know her from if you've been in the Vocaloid community. Like if you're totally new to the Vocaloid community, and the first meme video you watch would be hers. Maybe, who knows? Please welcome Minnemi.
Hi, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, it is our pleasure to have you on the show, in all honesty though. Because, first and foremost, I didn't expect to get even in contact with you. First of all.
I replied to all my DMs. I'm not a difficult person to find, honestly. I'm really open.
Yeah, I thank Instagram for that.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start off with a couple of questions to me, of course. So, how did you start YouTube? That's like the most basic question I can ask here. How did you start YouTube?
Well, I actually had a pretty embarrassing start when I was like, 11, making those cringy ass MMD TDA videos, Yandere simulator type. And yeah, from there, I don't know how I started making Vocaloid videos, but yeah, it just happened.
Oh, it seems cool.
So, how did you like start listening to Vocaloid music? Like, how did you start to listen to Vocaloid songs? And who was like your first artist, or what was your first song?
Well, this is gonna be basic, but my first song was World Is Mine, of course. And I remember I was like 9 years old, and I thought, yo, she's so pretty, she's so cool, who is this? And I just got hooked on Vocaloid since then, and yeah.
Okay. Mine was Rolling Roll at first. Because, yeah. I used to watch a lot of, back in the day, I used to watch a lot of Akagira's videos of that top 5 depressing videos, depressing Vocaloid songs, top 5 Yandere Vocaloid songs. I think that was when I was 11. I think it was during that time. When I recently got into Vocaloid, that was when I made this one Bang Dream ranking video. I came across ubnubmaster's Vocaloid essay video. And then, after that, I actually came across your video, the unhelpful guide to Vocaloid.
Oh god.
Yeah, and that was the first video. That was the first meme content I watched, and I laughed my ass off for like at least 3 minutes straight.
Honestly, that video is so bad. Like, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Like, when my Wowaka video got big, I was just like, are you kidding me? Stop watching it. I was just like, this is like my worst video, yet everyone keeps watching it. That's
No, your videos are really, really good.
Oh, thanks. I think your editing.
Fan.
I'm a fan too. I think your editing is absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Wow, this is nice.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Meanwhile, Nick's at the corner. He's like, I don't know what the heck's going on here.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
I'm just here to learn.
Yep. We're gonna teach you some good stuff, Nick. Don't worry.
I am intrigued.
So, which video was your most popular? The Hatsune Miku compilation? The commercial compilation, or the unhelpful Vocaloid guide? Which one
I'm
was
sure
it?
that my commercial one is the most popular, but honestly, that video didn't even take a lot of time to make. It's like my worst video that is the most popular, honestly. It's disappointing.
But when I go to YouTube and when I search for Vocaloid, it's your 4 videos that actually pops up at first. Okay,
Really?
It does. Like the which one was it again? Yeah, the 100 songs that everyone should listen to, or something like that.
Oh, that one. Okay.
That one, the compilation video, and I think, the Unhelpful Guide to Vocaloid. That one was there too. I actually watched the Utao video, and I was just weirded out by the Utao guys. Like, why is everyone turning into animals?
I don't know. They're trying to be quirky. I don't know. It's weird.
All right, so another question for you: who's your favorite artist or producer?
Probably either Giga or Kuro Usapi.
Good choices.
Oh, we got a Giga fan here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Giga is like my top 3 favorites. Like, it's Hachi, Wawaka, Giga for me.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah. Well, what makes Giga such a great producer is that his music production is absolutely amazing. I think like him and Pinocchio P are like the two that I always think of in terms of just like making beats. They're just on a whole another level compared to everyone else.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So next question. This one goes to ubnubmaster as well. So last episode with ubnubmaster, we talked about how Project Sekai could bring a huge impact to the community. So Project Sekai came out last month at the 30th, and it's actually become a huge hit in the community, in the Vocaloid community at the moment. A lot of songs came out along with the game as well. So first I had to ask you, the master, have you played Project Sekai yet?
I have not. So a big reason for this is that isn't Project Sekai like a mobile game?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's a mobile game.
I've never been huge into mobile games, and I just don't really play any like Vocaloid related type of rhythm games anymore. Like I got kind of burned out with the Project Diva series, and they're really interested me. But I am surprised how popular that has gotten. It makes me really happy to see the interest by the community in it.
I think Minnemi played it. I saw her story on Instagram on that. And I just had to reply to her and say that that's how the game works. Because, so a lot of songs came out along with the Project Sekai release. I think there was a Giga. There was a collab. There were multiple collab songs, I think.
Yeah, Giga did something for it. I can't remember everyone, but there was a lot. You're right.
Oh yeah, Michi M and Giga had a collab song. Kemu and Deco27 had a collab song, of course. Sekai. Michi M and Giga had a collab song, that is Wawa World.
Right.
And they actually brought some classics in too, like World Is Mine, Disappearance of Hatsune Miku, which is actually the hardest song in the game.
No surprise there.
It has a lot of similarity with the Bang Dream mobile game. It has a lot of similarity. It's basically the same game. But with with Vocaloid characters and Vocaloid songs, but the level cap is actually different because in Bang Dream, the hardest song was level 29. But in this, they have a totally different level, difficulty level, because I think in Bang Dream there was only till expert. Okay. But in this game, there is master difficulty, and Disappearance of Hatsune Miku is level 32.
Yeah, I heard it's a really hard game. That's what my friends were telling me.
I tried hard on Disappearance of Hatsune Miku, and I couldn't even get past the first section of it.
Dang.
Me neither.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's actually pretty hard, and since I can read Japanese, I don't know the story of it, but I think it's a really good plot. Like, there are like 4 or 5 different bands, and I think everyone, all of the popular Vocaloid characters like Hatsune Miku, Kaito, Kagamine, Rin, and Len. Who else did I miss out? Luca, Miko in there? Yeah, she was in there. They interact with them and they became famous, popular, something like that. I think it's something like that was plot. Yeah, and they got really good, interesting characters, which also adds into the game. All of the bands have unique characters, and I think each band member have their own songs as well, like their own cover version of the Vocaloid song. Like, not everyone, like 2-3 of them have the same song that they have a cover of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they got their own version as well. You can play with the Vocaloid song, the actual Vocaloid song, or you can play with the Project Sekai version, which the band members sang with the Vocaloid.
Sure.
Yeah, so... Wait, wasn't this supposed to be a question? Damn it. Oh gosh.
Hey, you guys
So,
put them on some links so I have some references.
Yeah. Okay, so alright, okay, let's actually move on to the question now. Alright, so this one question, it's actually a little bit controversial because this one guy asked me, how does the mainstream media interpret Vocaloid? Because sometimes in the mainstream community, they treat Vocaloid in a ill manner, like they're robots, they're artificial, and puts them in that sort of light. But do you think that it should be treated like that?
Actually, I'm kind of curious to know what your take on this is, Minnemi, because you put together all those compilations, and you have from what I've seen, at least from your videos, you have a really good understanding of like Vocaloid's spot within pop culture.
Well, in the newest video I posted, I tried my best to, like, it was a video directed to, normies who don't understand what Vocaloid is.
Yeah, I saw it.
I tried my best to, like, show them that you shouldn't make fun of someone for listening to Vocaloid. I don't know how much that video is gonna help anyone, but I really tried.
I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I watched it too. I think it was a good video because from personal experience, I know people who are like, oh, you listen to Vocaloid, you're trash. Oh, you're listening to robotic voices. Yeah. And there are people that aren't willing to listen to it because they think it's robotic and they wouldn't enjoy. Yeah. I think I said it in my previous episode, like how I know a guy, we sent him a lot of songs, like a lot of really good songs, and he was like, okay, the instrumentals are amazing, but when the voice comes in, when Miku starts singing, I want to kill myself. That's what he said.
Well, with stuff like that, it's hard. You're always going to meet people like that, and it's hard to really blame them because there's just some types of music that some people will just never be able to get into, or they just don't have an open enough mind, I guess, towards that kind of stuff. So it's just kind of best to respect what other people kind of think about that kind of stuff and just enjoy it for yourself, because other people's opinions shouldn't ruin the experience for you.
Also, actually, speaking from the Vocaloid software perspective, do you think that one voice bank would actually define the system? Because I'm actually asking this from watching a video. You might know Rumi Official. He's a pretty popular YouTuber who actually does songs. So he did this Vocaloid video, and he only focused on one voice bank. I think it was the Amy voice bank, and he judged the whole software in terms of that. So do you think like different voice banks gives you different experience, or all the voice banks give you the similar sort of experience?
I mean, I would personally say that they all have a different experience because there's a different type of strength, I guess, to each vocal bank, and like each one has a specific. Well, the nice thing about Vocaloid is that you can put them in any type of genre, any type of range, and it will always give you a really nice sound. It won't sound out of place, but you know, I get a different experience out of listening, I think, to a song that's like by someone using Flower compared to someone like Miku, and that kind of just comes down really to the producer, because I feel like it isn't mostly about the vocal bank. It's pretty much how a producer takes that vocal bank and how they manipulate it. But that's just my personal experience with it. But going in on that guy you were talking about, taking one of those and judging the whole thing is probably a really bad idea, just because you're kind of looking at things in a vacuum. I mean, you can get some things out of it by just looking at one, but it doesn't take into account everything.
Alright. I think Minnemi uses Vocaloid. The software, do you? I think you do. So from you using it, what is your experience from it? You've used multiple voice banks as well. So what is your experience of using the software?
I don't think you can really compare voice banks to each other because all the voice banks have different qualities. Like, for example, Gachapoid sounds really bad. Like, his quality is really low and you can't compare him to it. For example, Gakupo, who's literally amazing. So yeah, I don't know. So I think it's not really... I think it's stupid when people judge Vocaloid for one voice bank.
Alright, so yeah. Okay, so one... oh god. Alright, so this question is to both of you, actually. In the YouTube community, you don't see a lot of Vocaloid covering YouTubers, and you don't see a lot of meme content as well for Vocaloids. In all honesty, the one meme content that the one channel that puts up meme content that I've seen is Minnemi's, and the one channel that puts up a lot of video essays, Vocaloid essays is ubnubmaster's. But I haven't seen anything other than that. Yeah, there's Aki Dearest who used to do it back in the day, but nowadays when you look at the current time frame, you don't see a lot of Vocaloid YouTubers. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think that comes down to kind of the Vocaloid community, to be honest. I think in this community, it's more about, if you see stuff on YouTube related to Vocaloid, it's typically more related to covers or stuff along those lines. Like, the first person that comes to mind is someone like Raichi. Like, she's been on YouTube for a long time. We're talking like at least a decade. And that's the channel that was doing covers. And then even if you look over in Japan, it's about the same. But I'm not really sure why stuff outside of just like doing covers and stuff didn't really pick up until recently, to be honest.
Minnemi, what's your take on it?
I think that like in recent times that there are actually new Vocaloid channels who make memes and Talkaloids that are like, a lot of them are actually becoming popular, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think memes on YouTube with Vocaloid at least are fairly popular. Like, you see a good bit of them. Maybe not like established channels like Minnemi, but like it's all over the place.
There's that Miku Dorime cover that has like, I don't know, 5 million views.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yep.
That one, oh god, which one was it? The coronavirus one? There was one. Yeah, there was that one too. Also, fun fact, yesterday I tried to invite Raichi. That was actually pretty funny.
How'd that go?
It didn't happen because Instagram is such a bitch.
Well, I'm sure she's super busy anyway.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was worth the try, so.
Right.
Yeah. Alright, okay, let me just pick up another question. Alright, so another question is that this I got from a pretty good fan of Vocaloid. So he's told me that when it comes to Japanese producers like Giga or Hachi or Deca 27, they get their name out way easily than most English Vocaloid producers. Like when you ask to an English Vocaloid fan a producer's name, they wouldn't know who is Kira or Crusher P or anyone. So what do you think? Like, do English Vocaloid producers don't get that much attention, or something else?
I actually highly disagree. I think if you said that about like 5 to 10 years ago, it would have been right. But in present times, English producers get a ton of attention. Like Kira, for example, has millions of views on YouTube, and same with other people like Circus P. I think English producers have become very well established within the community. I'm not Japanese, so I don't know how much Japan pays attention to them. But at least over here, in like where I live in the U.S., everywhere I get fans asking me like every single week to do a video on an English producer.
Oh yeah, definitely. From your Discord as well, I've seen a lot of them. Okay, so another question: how much do you think like music videos play an impact on Vocaloid songs?
You said music videos?
Yes, music videos, MVs in general.
It's a pretty
Honestly,
big.
Like all the most popular songs, like back from 2008, like most of them just had like the static pictures.
Right.
So,
Yep.
and they become really popular. So I'm not really sure if music videos play a huge role.
I think it's a pretty complicated topic. I think at the end of the day, the music's what's gonna matter the most. Like you look at a song like Ghost Roll. Well, okay, Deko Nina was already well established by that point, but still, like that was a still image and it got popular. I think it just comes down to the situation, to be honest.
Because I'm asking that because some Vocaloid songs get to present their ideas more easily. For example, like Lost One's Weeping, or how it presents its idea way easily than some song like Ghost Rule. Like for a person who doesn't know Japanese,
you can still get a general idea of what's happening.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so that's what I meant by like how much of an impact it plays.
Oh.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of different. I mean, the situation is like, if you can get like an illustrator or someone to animate your videos, all power to you. I think there isn't like a single producer out there who want to like jump on an opportunity like that. But most of them definitely don't have those type of resources. But I think you always stand to gain an advantage by having some sort of music video going for your song, because they can be used as a very powerful tool to express your message. But at the same time, it's definitely not necessary.
Okay, so it's like a bonus in a sense.
Yeah, I would say so. Now, for some producers, it's very vital for them. Like Yachty, I think that's how it's pronounced. Like those guys who do all the jazz videos, the 20-minute long ones.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. Now that's like a group. I feel like if they just put out their like 20-minute jazz songs and like they had no visuals going on, people wouldn't care. That's just how I felt. At least I felt when they first got big. But they have all that beautiful drawings that switch out throughout the whole thing. I think that really helped with their success when they first started out.
All right. So, okay. All right. So another question is how, in the Vocaloid software, so how like Chinese and Korean voice banks have helped? Because I think during one of BTS's live shows, I think Was it a Vocaloid that appeared? I'm not sure.
That one performance with CU and Glam and BTS were backup dancers.
Yeah.
Oh, they were back up?
Yeah, that was like in 2012 or something.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty old. Wait,
That's
BTS
before
were
they were
there?
even a group.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Yeah, that actually happened. I think my sister showed that to me yesterday. And she said it was a real singlet, but I didn't know it was 2012. Okay, that's kind of a shocker.
Wait, what did she call it? A weave singlet?
I've
I've never heard that term before.
Okay, so what do you think, like, the Vocaloid voice banks get expressed, like, the China and Korea, how those people could use it as well, and also English producers as well. But how do you think it helped in the popularity of Vocaloid?
Chinese Vocaloids are really, really popular. I know that like on their website, Bilibili, what it's called, like those videos get tens of millions of views.
Wow.
So I think that's
That's incredible.
yeah.
Oh, damn. Also, I got this from 3 people actually. Like, they actually made Nico accounts, but they can't get through Nico that properly because it's kind of a, when it's in Japanese and they can't get through the whole website. It takes time for them to sort out. So for both of you, actually, it's more of a request than a question. Would you put out a Nico guide for the people out there?
I mean, I did like a section in my guide video, but it took so much time and energy. I've had people ask me to do a follow-up on it, and I just like debating it. It's a lot of time and energy that goes into doing stuff like that. Maybe.
What about you, Minnemi?
I'm not really that good at using. I don't know.
Oh god. Okay, so I asked this question to ubnubmaster last podcast, but I'll ask this to you, Minnemi. What do you think about actually okay, I'll ask the question first. What do you think about Vocaloids and Utaos getting differentiated? Like, in my opinion, they should be the same because, they're basically the same thing. But the community differentiates them. What is your take on it?
I don't know. I always treated them as separate entities. I don't know. I just always thought that Uta was really different from Vocaloid, so I can't really put them in the same category.
The reason why I put them same is that in the end they're both like voice banks, and I get unnecessary flame for that because I did get flame for that once. For putting an Utao song in a goddamn ranking, the Vocaloid ranking video.
Yeah.
It happened. I had to delete the video. It was some unnecessary scenes. But anyways, in my opinion, actually, I don't think they should be differentiated because in the end of the day, they're like voice banks. And actually, I have a doubt though. Do the Utao voice bank are the Utao voice banks on a different software?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense now. Okay, so okay, continue.
Like in Utao, you can make your own voice bank and stuff like that, and it's free. And just like how I made those extremely cursed SpongeBob Utaos, you can make anything you want in Utao. So that's why I don't really call them Vocaloids. I won't call SpongeBob a Vocaloid. I'm sorry.
Also, I have a doubt though. In that unhelpful Vocaloid guide, the first "World Is Mine" song, is that the Donald Trump song?
Yeah.
I asked that because I used that in my video before, and yeah, everyone was like, "Pick your cringe. Pick. What the heck is this? This meme is cringe. What the hell, man?" And then I watched your video, and I noticed the same song.
Oh god.
Yeah. And I just wasted my time watching the music video, and God, that was just cursed.
Well, a lot of effort was put in.
You know what else was put effort into? That Miku Shippuden video.
Oh, yeah, that took 2 weeks.
Wow.
2 weeks of my life I will never ever get back.
Wow. If you had to put like an estimate on how many hours you put into it, what would it be? Just like a rough estimate.
With the Shippuden video, or?
Yeah, for the Shippuden video.
I don't know, I think maybe like 48 hours.
Gosh, dang. Holy moly.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it definitely paid off. It was really great. I mean, the views reflect that.
Actually,
I was
when
just laughing
rewatched it,
my
I
ass
think
off.
that I made so many mistakes.
Oh, really? Yeah, see,
Yeah.
No, keep going.
Just continue.
Oh, I was just about to say, like, what I watch, firstly, I don't know, maybe this is just like an artist thing, but like, when I watch back my videos after they go up, I'm just like, oh my gosh, why did I do that, or why didn't I correct this? And I just
Yeah.
can't even watch them anymore.
Yeah, like mistakes in editing. Like, I would get so embarrassed when I see that I did something wrong.
Right. Oh, man.
Yeah, same here as well. Oh God. Like, when I started editing at first, I messed up my transitions and such. Like, for people who don't know, I just make, this try not to sing or dance along challenge videos with anime music on it. So, transition's important, of course, but I've been using that editor for I never used that editor at all. That was like my first time using an editor, video editor. I don't know how it works. I messed up my transitions all the time. It was a 36-minute video as well. For a man who's never edited a video and goes into making a 36-minute video, even though I still watch it, I cringe hard because of the amount of editing mistakes I made.
Right.
And for a beginner, 36-minute video is very impressive, so kudos to you.
Yeah, kudos.
Thank you so much. I think I spent like 3 days on that video. Those are the good days.
Anything that goes above like 15 minutes for me is just like mind-numbing. I just I'm like birds like about to have a breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Okay. So also another question to Minnemi. What's your favorite anime?
Honestly, I don't actually watch anime that much, but my favorite is Naruto. Basic.
That's fine.
Explains the Miku Shippuden and that one story that you put on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So, for context, it's Naruto and Sasuke dancing.
Huh.
The utas I made of them, yeah.
Oh my god.
That was so much fun making that video, honestly. I was having the best time of my life in that video.
Wow.
Oh god.
Is that on your main channel?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to look for that.
Alright, Nick, you got anything to ask? You've been silent for too long, mate. Wait, is he dead? Nick?
Yeah, I'm just listening to everything, since I can't really say anything, so.
You can ask anything, Nick.
Oh, in that case, what would be some Vocaloids to start listening to? If you're a beginner.
Dang. That's actually always a tough question. I wouldn't really necessarily say starting with a specific Vocaloid. I would say maybe a couple of songs would be best to get started. But or per artist for that matter. If I was gonna say anyone specific, there's Theo, who's one of the most influential producers. he's like the guy who made like World Is Mine, if you've ever heard that song, and so forth. And then, Walk is another really big producer. He was really big in the community. He made songs like Rolling Girl, which I would check out. But it's more of like a experience where, like, if you go onto like, I don't know, if you pick out a playlist or something and start listening to songs, you'll probably be fine. It's just like one of those things that you should go on your own journey to figure things out.
Okay. That does seem like a good idea, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, not to plug myself here, I also did make a beginner guide video on my channel too, if you ever want to check that out. I make like different sections depending on like what you use. So if you use Spotify, YouTube, etc., so forth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, Nick. I'll get you a playlist. I've been working on a playlist for you. Don't worry.
Thank you, Vic. I really appreciate it.
No problems, mate.
One of these days I'll know as much as you.
Any new member to the fan base is good, you know.
Okay.
Also, another, a lot of people been saying this, even in the Vocaloid ranking video I was in. We can choose 5 songs. There were like 10 of us, and we can choose 5 songs. So, everyone was like, "Dude, don't choose 5 Hatsune Miku songs. That's gay." So, what I was gonna ask is that, do you think Hatsune Miku is overrated?
I mean, no, not really. Like I said before, it really comes down to the producer. You can use whatever you want. So like, I don't care what the heck you use. What you use. You can use Gumi, you can use Miku. As long as you just use it well, that's all I care about, to be honest.
So yeah, okay. I'm not saying that as a soundboard, basis. I'm saying that as a character basis, you know, because for a new guy, the first thing that comes to mind when you say Vocaloid is that Hatsune Miku. Now Hatsune Miku is so popular, so some people say that Hatsune Miku is just overrated, and you should look at other characters or listen to other songs, other soundboards, or even that's included sometimes. So people are like, Hatsune Miku soundboard is overrated, you should listen to other soundboards. Or even in the character perspective as well, Hatsune Miku is an overrated character. I think Kaito is better or something.
I think that's just personal preference, really. And besides, Miku prints money. The reason you see Miku so much is because she literally just prints dollar bills. Like, she is worth so much money, so you're going to continue to see her everywhere because people just want to keep buying merch that's related to her.
Alright. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to put out was, what do you think about like English Vocaloid cover songs?
I think they're good.
Like they, you know, in my opinion, I think they're kind of overrated. Kind of.
Like, what do you mean exactly? Are you talking about like songs made using English Vocaloids, or are you talking about like covered?
No. Covered songs by artists.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
I've never really listened to any, to be honest.
I listen to like some.
Okay.
Like, there are many artists that does this on a daily basis. But I never understood the hype for it, because if you're like, okay, if it's sometimes, you know, the lyrics, they don't make sense in an English song, English cover songs. Sometimes, like the one impressive cover that I've listened to was one English cover of Charles, which the English version of the lyrics was actually on point, and I actually was shocked on how good that lyrics was.
You're not even talking about like doing Vocaloid covers of English songs. You're talking about like people like Richie and stuff who like rewrite songs into English and like that's hard, man. I mean, it depends. Some people do it really well. Like, I really like Reichi's stuff. I'm kind of like I've always been like one of those. I'll be honest. I'm like one of those purists who is just like, I just want to listen to the original song. I don't really want to listen to like a cover. But I respect people who do it because rewriting lyrics to put a song in a different language is really difficult. It's not an easy thing to do. But
oh, all right. Okay, so another question. Also, I got this a lot from a lot of people. What do you think about the Kagamine Remix friendship?
Gross.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen people justifying it, like, oh, they're not actually twins. Don't worry, they get it. It's good as long as it's not blood related or anything, and you see things like that. I'm like, why do you even ship them in the first place?
Yeah. Like, when people say that, even if they're not blood related, I just can't see, like, two people who look exactly the same, have the same birthday, everything is the same. I don't understand why would anyone ship the two, like...
And I mean, both of them are yellow. Let's just ship them.
Yeah, Kagamine, same last name, Ait. Definitely.
Definitely not related.
Best ship.
I get
Alright, so
say that I ship Lenku.
oh boy, I ship Kaito and Miku. Is that wrong?
I shipped them when I was like 10, but I stopped.
Ouch.
I'm new. Leave me be. I'm very new.
Okay, all beginners went through their Kai Miku phase.
Yes. I just started 6 months ago, so yeah.
So,
I mean,
I'm guessing I'm next.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Nick, you got any more questions for you, mate? Like, well, you're new to the community. You should be asking more questions. These are, you need to ask them questions too, mate.
Well, you see, I would ask, but all I really needed to know is, what are some good ones to start with? I am kind of curious about the production stuff of it. Like, how does it all work? But if anybody knows that.
Definitely be a better question for Minnemi.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You want to give like a 2.5 hour long like lecture on how to use Vocaloid software for Nick?
I'm not even that good at using it.
Yeah, I know. I was just joking. It's pretty.
I mean, just... Yeah, I don't know. Just continue.
I was just about to say I've never used it, but from what I've just seen over the years, it looks very complicated. It's definitely one of the things you get more out of it the more time you put into it.
Yeah.
That's why I give you mad props for your channel, because that has to be a lot of work.
Thank you. I bought Miku just to make her say memes, so I'm not really a professional.
Oh, this is a meme video. Oh god. That was actually a blessing in disguise. I swear to god, those dead memes video. I've seen like a lot of MMDs though of your video. Like oh god. I've seen one in Instagram. I think it was from one of you, that video from that dead memes voiced by Hatsune Miku video. It was it was actually done. So I think you even commented on it before, and you were tagged on it.
Yeah. I think I saw it.
Okay, so another question. Actually, I kind of asked this before already, but do you think there should be like more meme-related YouTubers on the community? I mean, meme-related, Vocaloid meme-related.
I think people should just do what they want. Do what you're passionate about, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, you did say that, okay, there's like meme videos like Vocaloids and all blowing in and there, but I'm not saying that as a 1-2 video, but as like an established channel, like Minnemi has.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if anyone establishes a channel within like Vocaloid or something, doesn't necessarily have to be about memes. You should just do whatever you want to make. I've definitely seen smaller channels that I wish had like more subs. The thing I always feel bad about is just like I have all these subs and then I see other people make content and stuff and like they put all this freaking effort into it. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're doing some stuff that are just like so much better than I am, and they don't have any subscribers, and I'm just like, it always makes me feel awful. But I feel like if you really put the time and work in, you find something that you really love, you're doing something unique in the community, you can make it, Just do what you want. It doesn't really have to be memes.
This is a question that actually popped up in my mind when I heard about like the actual voice banks and such. Do you think that the actual voice owners of the voice banks, do you think that they get as a lot popularity as the actual voice banks do?
I could make an assumption here, but I kind of want to hear what you say first, Minnemi, because I feel like you know more about this than I do.
Honestly, I don't like, for example, we have Gak, who is Gakupo's voice provider. He was popular way before Gakupo was even created, so I don't...
I feel like to some extent it does make you more popular if you provide your voice for it, because then you have fans who are just like, oh, I want to know who the original provider is. Like the woman who like gave her voice for Hatsune Miku, she definitely gained a lot more popularity because of that. But I don't think it depends. Like I feel like in most situations they don't get more popular than their local banks. But
I think most of the voice providers, like, they get a couple thousand followers.
Right.
It's not a huge popularity, but it's something.
Yeah. I wonder if they get, like, royalties for doing that. Like, I wonder if they're making bank just for giving their voice for something like that.
I hope they are on it.
Right. Well, you never know.
Oh god, I'm having more issues already. Okay, question to Minnemi, since she plays Project Sekai, what's like your most what's the song that you want on the game? Like your wish choice.
I don't know. Maybe since they're already putting Gumi songs and flower songs, maybe a Gakupa song out.
When the game came out, I didn't see World is Mine, so I was like, how could you have a game without World is Mine? But then 2 days later, they brought in an update and they brought the song in, so I'm pretty much okay with it. They pretty much have all the songs that I needed. Like, I think a lot of songs that I know, I think is in the game already. And they're adding new songs every day, so that's actually a huge plus. Because even Bang Dream doesn't do that. I think Bang Dream releases 2 songs per month, I guess. But the Project Sekai is releasing 1 song per day.
Whoa.
And I think it's for this month, and then coming on next month onwards, they're gonna release like 4 or 5 songs per month, which is actually a pretty big plus. That means more content, and I think that will really be successful with the game. But it's still not out in North America. I think that's gonna be a big issue for like Apple users, iOS users, because you can use it. If you're an Android user, you can just download some Q app or something, and you can download it via that, and you can play the game. But for Apple users or iOS users, you can't do that. So I think if the game does get a global release soon, I think it would really be popular.
True.
Okay. Alright, so I got the question that I was gonna ask you. So to both of you, what do you think about VTubers now? Virtual YouTubers.
It's like a black hole that you never really come back out of ever again. If I could go back like 2 or 3 months and just tell myself like, hey, you see that one video right there? Don't click on it. Just keep scrolling down.
What about you, Minnemi?
Well, I'm listening to this now, and I never actually watched the VTuber, so I don't think I will after hearing this.
Yeah, I actually got into it 2-3 months back. Actually, I just watched one video and I fell into it. Then Nick recently started spending money on YouTube streamers.
Oh no!
Oh, you're in too deep.
Yes, I am. It all started as a joke.
Oh no,
It's
Nick!
not funny anymore.
Dang.
Nick has officially become a simp.
Yes.
Wait, Nick. Nick, who are your favorites?
Oh, Fubuki.
Wow. Okay.
That's just my number one.
Okay, I respect it.
Lost a lot of money.
I'm Nick, how much dollars has it been?
About. I wouldn't want to say that.
Fair enough.
Give us an estimate at least. Is it above $50?
Yes.
Oh god.
I
Yeah, I'm
fell
not
into
going
deep.
about that. F in the chat for Nick.
It's okay.
Alright.
Nick. It's your money. Do what you want.
Yay.
Yes. Alright, so actually, what do you think about like VTubers? You know, how it grew on the community, you know? It's become such it blew up on the internet so much now. It's even in the mainstream, actually in Twitch as well. Recently, Pokimane did the
Right.
one stream with the VTuber avatar, and she was actually promoting it. So, what do you think? Like, how this about the popularity of VTubers and how it blew up?
Well, I think I'm fine with it. They're very wholesome people, at least the people who are over in Japan. It definitely beats the typical women that I think of when I think of streaming and stuff. Like the ones that are just kind of using sex appeal to gain money. They're a lot more wholesome and seem very more genuine about what they're doing. So I'm for it. If people like it, they can do what they want. No more of the N-word compilations. Those are so awkward, and I feel so bad for the VTubers because they don't know what they're saying. Ugh.
Oh my god! Oh
I
yes,
saw
yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah. GTA 5.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I've seen that on my recommendations. I never go ahead and watch it, but the one I watched was this one Pikami stream.
Yeah.
The kill the hoe meme.
I don't think I know that meme. Well, I don't really watch Pikami that much.
So Pikami and another VTuber. I actually showed it to one friend of mine from another server, and he fell into local VTubers like that.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
she's good. I like her.
She's got good English.
She does.
Compared to. Alright, so back to Vocaloid. I think this question will be more suited to Ubnub, actually. So, what do you think about, how much of an impact Vocaloid has had on the mainstream Japanese scene?
It's honestly just one of those things where I feel like no one in Japan kind of realizes the impact Vocaloid's kind of had on popular culture. But it's just spreads like a virus. It is just everywhere. I mean, you have stuff going from VTubers all the way to novels that are just a direct result of the Vocaloid scene. I mean, I'm not even talking about people like Kenji Yonezu or who else who got popular? To You, for example. It's just. It's pretty much a situation where I would genuinely say we would not know what the modern landscape of music in Japan would look like today without Vocaloid. And that's kind of just baffles me at times. And I feel really bad that I don't know, a lot of these producers and stuff won't ever really be known by the mainstream public. I mean, even you look at someone like Yonezu, and most people don't even know that he was a Vocaloid producer. That's how he started.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. Even I didn't know that until your video.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know that Kenshi Yonezu was actually Hachi.
Yeah.
Or he was involved in Vocaloid in any way. And yeah, even with Wawaka, I didn't know he was in Hitori.
Hitori,
yeah, so I think from what I've seen, I think a lot of producers, see Vocaloid as a way to, get into the mainstream media actually. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
For example, yeah, like Rio, he blew up in 2008 and 2009. And then he started making music with Supercell, and they got popular.
Yeah.
Or another example like Nebuna, how I think at 2014, 2015 he quit Vocaloid music and then joined Yorishika and started making music like that. Or even Kenshi Yonezu, who. When did he stop again?
2011, and then he
2011.
Yeah, then Diorama came out in 2012.
Yeah. So and now he's really popular in the Japanese music industry as well.
Yep.
And even Western fans as well now knows Kenshi or any other or Supercell or anyone. I think Vocaloid really did play a big part in the Japanese. So
crazy.
Also, yeah. Okay. Nick, anything else you want to ask?
Well, not really. I mean, can't really think of anything. I mean, just pretty new, just learning new stuff.
Nick, you're a swell dude.
Yes.
Just want to let you know that. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Actually, Nick was supposed to be here in the second episode. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I really forgot what happened.
That was so long ago.
That was 2 months ago, the last recording.
Wow.
Jesus.
Time flies.
Really, dude. I actually started editing that second episode like a month after recording it because I just got busy with a lot of stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and last month was my birthday too, so there was that as well.
Happy belated.
Yeah, you did wish me on the server, so yeah, I'm happy. Okay, alright, so I think this question would suit a lot to because since he did this, I think he did the video to this recently. Like, how much impact do you think Sam Free had in the Vocaloid community and in Vocaloid in general?
Oh man, don't make me think about Sam Free again. I'm just kidding. He had a massive impact. Well, like I said in that video that I put out, he had a reach that not a lot of people knew, and he was just a very, very influential figure. I won't say he's more influential than some other figures that were in the Vocaloid scene, but you see, he was one of those guys who was very well respected by anyone who knew him. He was just kind of one of those like legends. I mean, a good example I could think of is someone like Ulster Project, like a producer that's been around for a long time, never really gained a ton of steam, but anyone who knows who they are just has a ton of respect for what they did. And Sam Free was just one of those people who just went everywhere throughout Japan, just playing concerts, doing anime openings, everything like that. I mean, heck, he's the type of guy who would just go to a Vocaloid concert, play for a song, and just be gone the next second. And it would just be one of those situations is that Sam Free? And then he's already gone. You didn't even know he was there. He was just a very humble, very creative dude.
Yeah, you know how Meguro no Luca really blew up on the internet.
Right.
And I think Luca Night Fever had a lot to do with that as well.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Goodness.
Yeah. Alright, so Okay, so yeah, again, this question would suit a lot to both. Actually, this would go to both of them because Minnemi also uses Vocaloid software as well. It had to do with tuning because I actually tried to use Vocaloid software once, but I never got. I couldn't do much to it. How much do you think like tuning has an effect to, a song?
A lot. Honestly. Like, if the tuning is very, very bad in a song, I just don't want to listen to it, honestly. But yeah, then covers are a better option.
No,
What about you?
100% agree. I mean, I hate to say this, but you guys ever heard of a producer called Balloon?
Yeah.
He made Charles and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I can't listen to like any of his Vocaloid stuff because I don't like the way he tunes Flower. And like, I love his solo stuff. I love his stuff that he does under his own name now. But like, that was just a situation where like the tuning was just everything for me. It didn't matter how good the instrumentals were. It didn't matter how well written it was. I was just like, I just can't listen to it. Felt really.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. When I listened to Charles the first time, actually, the first time I heard Charles was the cover on Bang Dream, and then it was actually a really good cover. It would be like a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 cover for me because I never heard the original, so I was like, damn, this song's a banger, 10 out of 10. Okay. Then I searched on YouTube. I listened to a cover. I didn't know it was in the OG, but it was a cover, and that all was good. Then we were doing this Bang Dream cover ranking video, and this one dude sent me the actual link to it. And I kind of regretted listening to that because I never got to like Charles after listening to the actual OG. Because I don't know, as you said, the tuning is kind of not my sort of stuff, in all honesty. Because like when he goes like hi, whoa, that, I just can't listen to it.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like torturing your ears for me.
Right.
And also another issue I had was with the Orange Star song. Some like Hatsune Yozora and Daybreak Frontline. Okay, I think I said it. This is in the previous podcast as well. Like how both of these songs would be an actual good cover song than the OG.
Not like the original Daybreak. I guess everyone's opinion. I love that song.
I love the song. I wouldn't say I hate it. I love the song, but then again, I would think that the cover would do a lot better.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like I hate the song because we had it in that ranking video as well, and I gave it a 10 because I love the song. Okay. And both that and Hatsune Yozora. I love Orange Star songs, but then again, I think that those songs, if they were covered, they would do a better job.
Well, technically, couldn't you besides like the songs that require a extreme amount of like technical skill, like on the disappearance of Hatsune Miku, couldn't you really say that for any Vocaloid song? Because like Vocaloid will never be something that's perfect. Like it's trying to replicate the human voice, but it's technology. So couldn't you technically say that for any song that uses Vocaloid?
All right. Okay. So another question I got for you is that you might be familiar with this one game where you can go to moon and you're an astronaut. It's a multiplayer game, and its chat box had a Vocaloid voice bank to it, and it just became a meme.
What's this?
It's a game. It's I don't know the actual game. I forgot the game's name. It's actually pretty old. So what this game did is that it's chat box. Okay, so it had a text-to-speech system with a Vocaloid, a voice bang on it. And this game basically became famous for its chat box. and people started making memes out of it, like anime opening parodies with this chat box.
I
And
never heard of it.
I think there's one Attack on Titan version. There's the Azumanga Tao opening. There's a lot of it. It's fairly popular too, or at least used to be popular.
Okay. Surprised. I've never heard of it.
I mean, I'm surprised that you never heard of it. It should be pretty popular. Oh god, I can't find it. I can't find the name of the game, but I did find the video that I was searching for. Oh yeah, there's Moonbase Alpha. There we go.
Oh my gosh, Moonbase Alpha. Wow. Isn't that game like free or something?
Yeah, I think it's free.
Okay. It's like the game that like everyone downloads off of Steam when they first get it.
Really? Oh yeah, I'm a poor Indian kid who never got to use Steam, so I don't know.
It's okay.
Yeah, I never used Steam until recently. Just for Among Us and what else? Yeah, I actually downloaded it for Rocket League until like it went to Epic Games. So yeah, I back in the day I just used to pirate games. So yeah, I actually admitted it. Yeah, I used to pirate games. I kind of do now as well sometimes. So yeah, spare me please. All right,
The only game I ever bought on Steam was Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, if you pirate that game, you just get when you exit the game, you just get jump scared all the time, or that's what I heard. Like if you get the pirated version of the game, like when you exit the game, you just get a jump scare all the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think even GTA 4 had the sort of anti-cheat system. Like, if you download the pirated version of it, after 5 minutes you'd get the drunken camera, and then when you get inside a car, it starts blowing up. Yeah. What do you think of like Michiam? You know. Also, I set up how Michiam and Giga did a collab. So I wanted to ask this: like, what do you think of Michiam as like a producer, and how he does his the music videos and such?
I mean, he's fabulous. In terms of tuning, I don't think there's really anyone who's better. Well, there's probably is, but Michiam has like such a dedication and such a like precise hand, I guess, when it comes to tuning. Like you could tell that he's the type of producer who's just like, if one single thing is off with the vocals, he'll just scrap everything and redo it. There's a very high production value that he gives to his music that I really appreciate, even to this day.
All right, so you mean kind of like Kanye West, right?
Yeah,
like Kanye West is so technical about his lyrics.
Yeah, he has very well, not really his lyrics. He's more of like production-wise.
Yeah, production-wise. I mean, I'm sorry about that.
No. Good point. Right. Yeah.
Like how he scraped a lot of his albums. Like I think he hyped like one album, but it never came out. And on the release date, he was like, it didn't work out well, so I'm canceling it. He did once.
He cancels stuff all the time. That's classic Kanye.
Alright, okay, so question to Minnemi actually. Apart from like Vocaloid music, what's like your favorite genre of music?
You know, like Post Malone type.
Posty.
Post Malone.
Yeah.
So it's more like mumble rap of sorts?
Post Malone. Post Malone.
No, Post Malone mumble rap. Sorry, I'm sorry about that.
It's more like pop rap.
No, mumble rap is like Lil Pump.
Yeah, like the one song that really blew up was like Rockstar. That was my first song of his. Then after that, I heard like Congratulations, and slowly got into Post Malone.
He got massive.
He's very popular.
Oh yeah. Apparently, Guitar Hero was his inspiration for starting in music.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, he played Guitar Hero, and he was just like, I want to learn how to play the guitar. And here we are.
So that's it for today's episode of Behind the Frames with a couple of double sweeps. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And thanks to ubnubmaster and Minnemi for joining in. Any last words to the audience?
Eat your vegetables. Stay hydrated.
Yes, stay safe. Minnemi, what about you?
The same.
Eat your vegetables. Stay safe, stay at your homes, watch anime, waste your time, listen to music, stay at your homes. Stay safe, and yeah, see y'all in the next episode. Peace.